live from New York. It's Saturday night. Now, it's Toronto and it's 1:36 p.m. local time. Hello, hello, hello. It's so good to see. What's happening? Quack, quack. And there he is. What's happening, Richard? It's so good to see you guys. Here we are back at the gym Monday morning. That's actually Monday afternoon. Late Monday afternoon. We're back in the saddle. Sob, good to see Sob. How you guys doing? Let us know what you guys are wearing. Would smush. I'd let you smush. Rizzard, what is happening? Good to see Rizzard. Galanoscopy. MJ, scent of the day, Musk Tonkin. Very nice. And I am in one of my favorites, Santal Massoïa. Even though this did not win the poll, you guys failed the poll, okay? Bois de Zille was there as a trick, and you guys fell for the trick, okay? Gillen's in number 22. Rich is in Labs, the big incense. Whilst on the live. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop putting Chanel's in the poll because that's all you guys want to see is Chanel, 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 Chanel. And I don't mind doing Chanel's, but yeah, I enjoy this. Santal Massoïa, I like you wearing randoms from the collection. Things that we don't talk about. But I'm still stuck on wearing the same things over and over and over again. Eh? Even though I have a really large collection, it's like I've really found the things that I like, and that's what I go back to. And usually they have some sort of like green element to them, like this. This is very green perfume, figgy. But it still has that like, it's green and fresh, but it still has a little bit of that like blush. You know, sandalwood, that creamy, almost like Tom Ford's blush, Santal blush. What was it called? The blush, the sandalwood in the tan bottle. You know, that blushy thing, but it's not too powdery. Not too powdery. It's more fresh and green than powdery. Dushan, what's happening? Good to see Dushan. Are you at the bar? Turn on, tune in, drop out. Hello, Eugene. Scent of the week will be Gucci Guilty. Absolute awesome. Good to see Michael John. How's it going? Let us know what you guys are wearing. Let us know how life is treating you. I'm here back at the gym, starting the week off. You know, we just keep going. Again and again and again. Over and over and over. Actually, it's not over. It's just like new. Everything is new. I don't really see it as like repeating. I mean, yeah, we got to repeat the calendar and the schedule, but it's like Monday again, Monday again. Or is it Monday now going forward? It's always now and now and now. It's not again and again and again, is it? Dushan says, I'm at the bar. And Nick says he's in 31 Rue Cambon. Awesome. I love 31 Rue Cambon. Stacy is in Le Léon today. Stacy, where are you from? Let us know where you're from, Stacy. Monday again. Everything sucks. I mean, yeah, if you look at it like that, it can, but I don't know. You have to change your perspective of it, you know? I don't like to look at it at the perspective of, oh, fucking Monday again. You got to change your perspective. Nora. Hi, Nora. Good to see Nora. Dahlia. Hello. What does Santal Massoïa smell like? I can't smell it at all. Well, it's I find it very figgy and fresh. Green. It's almost like wearing wind more than perfume, you know? It's very transparent and light, but it's got a melon note in here. It's quite incensey, but it's very fresh. Almost a bit piney, you know, a bit minty. but it's warm, herbal, fuzzy, fruity. It's a bit fruity, a little bit more fruity than I'd like, I think, but it mostly smells like a powdery fig to me. Catherine says Shalimar. Nick is rolling. Explosive by Eigner. Hi, Eugene in chat. Hi, Dahlia. Good to see you. What's up, Journey? Good to see Journey in the house. Yo, I voted for Santal Massoïa. Awesome. Me too. Nora says, I am from Saudi Arabia. Awesome. Perspective is key. Mr. North, what's happening? Good to see you. North, hope everything is well. Fragrance Journey says, in Sheridan Iris Coffee. I'm not familiar with that. Omar says, Nora, I'm from Saudi Arabia too, but currently in Canada. That's wild. People from all over the world. It's amazing. I start to love GGA, Gucci Guilty Absolute, because of the Galen video when he pulls it out from the frag from the sewer. Yeah, that was one of my favorite Galen videos, when he's pulling out all these animalic beasts while he's home alone, and he's pulling them out of ceiling tiles and the bottom of the stove and all kinds of like toolboxes and shit like that. That was funny. Aaron, hey, good to see you. Antonio, Grand Rising. Hello, Antonio. Aaron has a question. Yes. Haha. He's doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Did you come before or not? I just got into Hermes, the vetiver tonka. I just got it. All right, great fragrance. Kind of a dry, sticky vetiver. Stacy says, I'm in Vancouver. Ah! I got something for you, Stacy. From Vancouver. It is Vancouver, isn't it? I mean, unless this is a crazy coincidence, but I've got something for you. Justin's in Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Freako, hello, I subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Strain for the morning, Black Cherry. I had an animal face early this morning, but I haven't tried these black cherries. I had an animal face. I did some nice journaling, a nice meditation. Just flow, man. You got to be in the flow. And that's why Mondays suck, because you're thinking about Mondays. You're not thinking about the flow. You got to get into the flow. When you're in the flow, you don't think about Mondays. Oftentimes I'm like, fuck, what day is today? You know, what time is it? I don't wear a watch. I don't know the date. You just got to go and flow, man. Be at the flow. I'm sure Bois de Zil got the most votes. It did. It got absolutely the most votes. Anytime Chanel's included, it's going to get the most votes. I was thinking about wearing jersey today, too. Jersey is great. I just ordered a bottle of Descendre and Bellum. I thought it was you. Thank you. And it's right here, and it's on its way. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoy them both. Thank you for the support. Antonio says, Dushan North and Journey Owen, hello. Omar says, one spray of Bellum to the gym. Yeah. Yeah. It's comforting, isn't it? Something's going on here. When are you coming to California? I don't know. What's happening in California? Is this an invitation? I don't know. What would we do in California? This was the most Gym Crush friendly scent of the ones you had chose from. That's why I voted for it. Yeah? Don't worry about the Gym Crushes, man. I'm not interested in Gym Crushes are only for motivation. They're not for real. I've like literally no interest in that. Scent of the day, Musk Ravager, can't get enough of it. I love Musk Ravageur too. But I sort of lost my passion for the newest bottle. You know, the newest bottle is, it's still good, but it's not like the older ones. And I hate saying that. What's your opinion about number 18? I love 18. Absolutely love it. I don't know if it would be one of my favorites. I mean, it is one of my favorites, but I don't know if it would crack me even my top 5. But that's you know, that's just saying how great Chanel's perfumes are. That's not saying that number 18 doesn't deserve to be in the top 5. I don't know if it would make my top 5. I really struggled with Jersey at first, but I really enjoy it now. What did you struggle with Jersey? I mean, it's such a polite perfume, right? It's so easy. Let's get some air in here. A little bit of sunlight, a little bit of vitamin. Is that C or D or E? Well, just vitamin sun. We'll get some vitamin sun, okay? And then we'll get some more vitamin herbs. I love Jersey too. I have a decant, thinking of buying a full bottle. What's holding you back? Holding my seal, going for a nap. Don't break the seal. Eugene has sworn off women. Broken women. I've sworn off broken women. There's lots of good women out there. Guys, stay away from broken women. Learn from my mistakes. Stay away from troubled women. Not a fan of Jersey at all. It punches me in the face with that lavender. Really? I don't find Jersey, I find it super soft and tame. Wow. Scratchy lavender, eh? If you come to the Bay, I'll take you to dinner, and I'm sure there's enough of us in California to have a good time. There you go. Hey, you never know, man. Shane McMahon is streaming. That's why is that coming up so much? Do I look like Shane McMahon, or is that Vince McMahon's son? WWF? I mean, I could. All right, if you said Vince McMahon, I could probably see a comparison, maybe in the hair, but I don't know. Is Shane? I think Shane is his son. Actually, 18 is one of my favorite perfumes. It's gorgeous. What's happening, Jonathan? Good to see you. I think it was lavender and vanilla combo. Found it weird. There was a lot of tonka bean and orange blossom, but it's like this. It was a sticky, goopy tonka bean. It was weird to see Chanel use that, but I mean, great fragrance. Guy in the car again. Vroom, vroom. What's happening, Bobby? I kind of want Massoïa too. Can only get one at a time. Prices are insane now. So what are your choices here? Justin, you want Jersey and you want Massoïa. What else? You're on the DL, aren't you? Disabled list? I'm not disabled. No. What's DL? He on some Diddy type timing. What? Well, like Diddy is here. 1932 is a very underrated exclusive. You know what? It is I mean, it is and it isn't. I think it's perfectly in the position it deserves. It doesn't get the most love, right? I don't love it all that much. I enjoy it. It's not one of my favorites. It's actually like one of my least favorites. I find it like one of the least exciting Les Exclusives. I don't know. I just much rather wear 31 Rue. And I do. Like when it comes to 1932, I just rather choose 31 Rue. I like Belle Respiro too. Beige is a great example of high quality honey note. I'm leaning to Massoïa though. I'm always changing my mind. Hey, you're allowed to. Chanel doesn't really give out samples of 18. Probably has something to do with it. Is it just 18? I mean, Chanel doesn't give out samples in general. It's, you got to make an effort to get Chanel samples, right? They don't just come. You either got to know somebody at Chanel, or you got to buy something, or you got to know how to ask properly. Maybe they'll make you a sample if you come in. You know, they might make you a sample. When did you last wore 1932? Maybe something has changed. I have a little decant at work, and sometimes, you know, at the end of the day, if I want to boost, you know, a boost of energy, maybe I'll spray some on. So I'm not saying it's not great. It is a great perfume, but when I compare it, you know, we're taking all the joy out of this, guys. Remember, that's what we're doing. We got to take all the joy out of this. So we got to compare it to other perfumes, because that's what we do, right? I mean, we're having a conversation here. I sort of don't care for Chanel's because they are blended so much that they can be too perfect, too boring. I like some imperfection. All right. I mean, there's that too. What are some of your more favorite imperfect perfumes? I always get them to make me a sample when I buy something. Same here. I always ask for samples. Even if I have the samples, it's like, because somebody might want to try it, you know, and I'd love to have it for that instance. It's just good to have them. I end up giving away lots of samples. So I always ask for samples too. I got 3 number 18 samples with Super Legra, which I have given away. I still haven't smelled Super Legra. But to get 3 18 samples is crazy. From the boutique. I don't think she gives us samples. You gotta ask. Ask. It's just like anything in life. Ask and you shall receive, right? Nobody's gonna give you something. Le Lion is far from boring. That frame stuff is a monster. Le Lion is big. It's a massive perfume. I didn't fully understand 18 when I first got it, but now I love it. It would help if you know Coco and if you know Egoïste. That would help your understanding of 18. I think it takes the plum out of both Egoïste and Coco. And the vanilla. And the musks. From 18 it takes, there's a musk accord in there. Like a vegetal musk. Yeah, but it's kind of the bridge between Coco and Egoïste. It's like Egoïste is the male version of Coco. Frank Vogel talked about making Santal 33 so that it's imperfect on purpose. I think something like leather oud can be imperfect with its overdose of animalics and spices. Yeah, I prefer balance to imperfect. I like balance. I have Royal Oud from 2016. Sandra B, hello. Good to see Sandra B. Hope you're doing well. Super G available again. They pulled a fast one. Super G, Super G, what's that? Super Legra? I have both of those, and you're right, it did help. Good afternoon. When wouldn't you wear Le Lion? I don't think I would wear Le Lion here. Not intentionally, right? I wouldn't spray it and go in here. Absolutely. No, this is not what it's made for. I would wear that going out. That's a big scent. It's definitely a going out scent. I feel like it's a, gosh. I've worn it to work successfully. I wouldn't wear it to the gym. I think it's more of a dressed up going out scent, or a solo, you know, by yourself. But maybe, you know, in the same situations where you would wear Cuir de Russie, you could wear Le Lion. Le Labo gave me 5 samples when I bought a hand lotion. I remember you saying they don't give samples, so I was really surprised. Never gave me samples at the boutique. They were charging money. However, at Nordstrom, they would shower me with samples. They were really generous. So they had a deal with Le Labo that they wanted, I think, unlimited samples. You know? And Le Labo doesn't want to do that, but that's the deal to get into Nordstrom, because they don't give out samples at their boutique. Tripler, what's happening? Scent of the day, Healy Cuir Plein Fleur. I have that. Number 18 has been copied a lot. Iris Ambrette Musk Rose Compo. Copied a lot. I don't remember anything that smells like it. Iris Ambrette Musk Rose. It's the Ambrette. I think it's the Ambrette that connects it to L'Egoïste. And who is it that said there should be something off-putting or curious in every great composition? Le Lion at a funeral. Ugh, my condolences. I don't know, that's personal, man. What's the difference between Egoïste and Bois de Zil? To my nose, they're very similar. I think it's the weight of the fragrance. Egoïste is heavy, it's dense, thick. Bois de Zil is transparent, airy, invisible, light. It's playful. Bois de Zil is serious and strict. It's strict, you know. Bois de Zil is so much more flirty, so much more playful, not as serious. You know, I think Bois de Zil is easier to be around, while you might kind of like quiver. You might quiver around Egoïste. 31 Rue Cambon has a touch of something skanky. I love it. It's the jasmine. I get a ton of 31 Rue is a jasmine perfume to me. Iris. But it's mostly jasmine is what I get, with a bunch of other stuff. That slightly reminds me of number 5. That reminds me of I don't know, 22 a bit. Maybe Bois de Zil. I think it has that waxy chenillade that makes it fit in with all those others. Cuir de Russie is also a little dirty, especially my bottle has gotten older. Cuir de Russie is definitely dirty. All I smell, that's what I smell, is dirt. Filth. It's vulgar. What's happening, Pat Lester? Scent of the day, Sycamore EDP. I love wearing this to work. Yeah, Sycamore is great. Egoïste is spicier. Bois de Zil is creamier. Yeah, I would agree with that. Bois de Zil is spicy. Big cinnamon. It's a big cutting cinnamon. Huge cinnamon and rose. Like hot tamale cinnamon. When you heat up, that cinnamon cuts. It's got a cutting board. It's like chop, 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 chop. Egoïste is made for a 90s double-breasted suit. Yeah. Richard Gere and Pretty Women. Cinnamon. Scent of the day, Winter, but by the scene. Yeah, there are cases where all someone got was challenging stuff and nothing to wear to the office or date. Iris Silver Mist is spectacular funeral scent. I wore it to one a couple of years ago. It's like you're in the ground with the deceased, but you see the beauty of life. It's very strange. Iris is a strange note, though. It's very earthy, yeah. A vegetal, green, cold, haunting. Iris can be haunting. Daunting. Egoïste is heavy wood. Ghost perfume. Queer de Russie is like a classy dressed woman showing you her thing under the table. Yeah. Yeah, is that classy? Sharon Stone? How about, do I have something in my teeth? Sharon Stone in, what's that movie called with Michael Douglas? Showing you her thing. Sharon Stone was huge in like around that time, wasn't she? Is it Sharon Stone? No, it's not. Susan Stone? Sharon, yeah, it was Sharon Stone, right? Got a bit of cleanliness and dirtiness to it. Which, Queer de Russie, yeah. I like rosewood. Oh, when are you installing shelves in your truck so we can have the whole collection? Yeah, so I can have more baggage, eh? Carry more baggage around. That's what I need. I want to get rid of baggage. I don't want to add any more. When I first smelled Egoïste years ago, it was funky as hell. Very dirty musks. Guess we get used to it. Yeah, Egoïste has changed for me as well. When I first got it, it was so much more vanillic, I remember. And now I hardly get those vanillic touches. I'm wondering, like, is it my memory that's changed? Is it my bottle that's changed? But I don't get that vanilla anymore. And the vanilla was amazing. My love for Egoïste comes from the fact that it's never the same. Wear it twice. So yeah, I mean, that's another thing too. It's definitely a masterpiece. It's one of the most brilliant perfumes ever created, and it's fun to wear. As strict as it is, you know, it's pretty strict, right? It's like sometimes I feel like I can't move in it, you know. When it gets big, it gets stiff. You stiffen up in it. It's sometimes too much. It wears you. Try wearing it in the summertime. I never got funk from Egoïste. Maybe it's in the older bottles. I don't know if it's funk, but it's like even the woods in it can be challenging. You know, almost like if it's got oud in it. Basic Instinct, yeah, that's right. Basic Instinct. The Ambrette makes Egoïste what it is. Do you enjoy deadlifts? I do. I enjoy whatever is hard. I love doing the hard things. And I challenge myself always to do the hardest things because I know that those will pay off the most. And deadlifts are definitely challenging. Yesterday was pull-ups. I just spammed pull-ups. John, we need content. John, they're chanting your name. Jonathan, 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 Jonathan. Who wants more content from Jonathan? Let us know in the comments. Jonathan says masterpiece, and it's not hard to say it. There you go. Jonathan, review Egoïste for us. We would love to hear your take. Even if you've done it before, do it again. Give us the updated version. I secretly enjoy Sauvage EDT. It's almost like a parody of the blue genre, yet leagues ahead of the Versace Dylan Blues and YSL Y-line. Yeah, I think I've got some here. Oh, I do. I've got some right here. Look at this. In my travel atomizer. Super soapy, eh? And sparkly. It's got an interest. To me, the soap is very gray in this. The Ambroxan. It's like soapy, but very foamy. Soap that it's like soap that is foaming, and there's lots of air in that soap. Like the soap just keeps growing and growing and growing. Do you have vintage Egoïste or modern? I have an older bottle, but I don't have the oldest. So, and I have the newest. So I have, I think I have the second generation Egoïste and the newest. Jonathan's back from vacation, so he's on it. Michelle Pfeiffer, Queer de Russie, and I'll turn the table. Yeah, Egoïste is easy to wear these days. Ooh, Michelle Pfeiffer, eh? Say hello to my little friend. Barbell rows are fun. Barbell rows are fun. Yeah. Yeah, I spam those a lot as well. My back's getting there, man. I'm happy with my back, the way it's starting to form. It's really starting to pop, you know. The hard work's starting to pay off. I can see the lats are really starting to come in the middle of my back too. I'm happy with the way it's coming. I just need a tan. That's what I need, is a tan. I think Polish Jr. can pull off Egoïste EDP, but not sure it will happen. I would I'm saying it. I would love to see a flanker of Egoïste. I would be on that. That would excite me. I think Polish Jr. can pull it off too. I think he's one of the greatest in the world. And I think he can easily do it. I think he did it with Spice Bomb. I think Spice Bomb was his tribute to his dad's Egoïste, right? There are so many similarities to not see it. Egoïste is like an X-rated donut. What does that even mean? What are you guys doing with donuts? A peppery Sauvage EDT dry down is insane. Yeah? We all love Sauvage now that Damashi is. So to start the Sauvage love train. Oh, I can't with you guys, man. Sauvage ED2 too harsh for me. I don't wear it. I don't wear it. I'd like to wear the Elixir. My son wears the Elixir. I love it. I love when he gets in the car and he's wearing Elixir. I'm like, damn, I want some of that. It's still trashy. Ultimately, it's still trashy, you know, what you think about it. But it's like a good trashy. Oh, where do we go here? Damashi was studying the European and Asian cuisine when he made Sauvage. Interesting interview. Was he really? Honestly, what I get from this is Old Spice. This is Old Spice, just modernized. Go next time you go into the drugstore, get like the Old Spice deodorant or shampoo or something and give it a whiff. You'll totally see Sauvage. Old Spice is a classic. I love the Elixir. I want to hate on Sauvage, but it's a really good fragrance. You know what it is? It's just too easy to hate on, you know? It's kind of sad when you see somebody hating on it now. Because this is like a whipping boy, you know? I hate Sauvage EDT. I wear it occasionally. Oh, I have Sauvage EDT. I wear it occasionally. Why not? Sauvage Parfum or don't bother. Damashi for Les Apps today. I'd give him a shot. I would definitely give him a shot. I'd be honored, to be honest. As much as like we make fun of these guys, like he's still, you know, eat perfumes for Dior, you know. I'm sure he has the potential to make something great. It's just not in his briefs. It wasn't in his books. It's not his fault that he was had his hands tied behind his back. You know, Dior's got to take responsibility for that as well. But we abused Damashi for it. I love my Egoïste, but I only have the EDT. What do you mean by that? You only have the EDT. What else is there? The Cologne Concentré. Okay, is that what you mean? The Cologne Concentré. Okay, they're kind of the same thing, just reformulated. Older Egoïste has this sandalwood that's mind-blowing. I find the sandalwood in Egoïste more appealing than Bois d'Azil. I find it thicker. There used to be an Egoïste Cologne Concentré. And now we have Platinum Egoïste. I need to sample Zoologist and Histoire de Parfums, all of them. Yeah, you can get sample sets. I know you can get zoologist sample sets. Egoïste Parfum could be great. Oh my God, can you imagine? I don't think it will happen. I think it's way too late for that. Like that boat has sailed a long time ago. Egoïste. Antaeus. Can you imagine getting an Antaeus flanker? That would be nuts. Or even a Pour Monsieur, you know? It just doesn't happen, does it? I see that connection with Spice Bomb. John, all my bottles are older. They were only $100 a couple of years ago. Bobby, get a horse. Lick the stream. Guys, double tap the screen to lick the stream. Top 12 hooves. Ooh, Mitsuko would be in there. Number 19 would be in there. Gallo would be in there. How about Rose and Queer? Does it have hooves? Rose and Queer. No, it doesn't, does it? It might have hooves. Oh, does Paddock have hooves? I don't remember. What else has hooves? Lots of hooves. I also have Cologne Concentrate, and it's even more incredible. Lucky are you guys that own Cologne Concentrate. I've only tried Sauvage once. It was the EDP, and it was okay for an hour, but then no. I'm thinking about grabbing a bottle of the night and wearing it to the gym. That's brave. You're brave, man. Anyone have any Ellie Sab? I have the sandalwood one. I was going to include it in my poll yesterday, but I decided against. I was like, God, if this wins, I'd have to wear it, and I didn't want to wear it for some reason. Was just able to pick up a couple at a very reasonable price, the Amber and the Vetiver. Yeah, I think I got them for about $100. What's happening, Germs? Good to see you. Scent of the day, Ombre Fetiche. Don't tan, use L'Oreal Subline Bronze Tanning Spray. Ooh. What was that, like bleach your skin? But Eugene, you know that if you put Sauvage now, at least a few women would compliment you right after you get it at your cart. Ladies love it. I imagine they do, but it's just everywhere. You know, when my niece, who's like 17, 18, she's like, that stuff is everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't want to smell like everybody else. It's funny, I laughed my ass off when I heard her say that. She's like, it's all over the high schools. I was like, yup. I would love to see Rodrigo Flores Rue do something for your brand. What are your favorite Rodrigos, Jonathan? Santa smells like Egoïste. Yeah, I can imagine that. You think, yeah, Egoïste Christmassy? How about Spice Bomb? Christmassy? Yeah. Why do you think Santa smells like Egoïste? Is it because Egoïste smells like Christmas? That's funny because Spice Bomb smells like Christmas. There has to be a correlation. You need a Discord, Eugene. It allows us to all trade perfumes at same prices and connect with each other. Yeah, doesn't Rich have a Discord? I mean, is that what you guys are doing over there? We want Les Abstrait leather sheep. I want a Les Abstrait leather sheep, Dushan. I want one of those. Should we get it started? Hey, you need, I'm here. What? Hey, you need, I'm here. What's happening, Chucky? Welcome. What are we doing? We are flowing into the next moment and enjoying ourselves because this is what we love to do. And it wouldn't be the same without you, Chucky. It would not be the same without you. I'm not liking anything. Les Abstrait Queer to Nizik. Roud is the hoove to end all hooves. Okay. This is, I've been hearing a lot about this recently. Roud. Road. I'll choose Dior Homme 2020 over Sauvage. That's, I said it. I'll choose, Yeah, you can have them. You can have them both turned in. You can have both of mine too. It's crazy how we still don't have a new style genre for men's designer releases in 2020s. No one dares to turn the next page. Ooh, yeah. Who's going to take the risk? You think it'll be Chanel? You think it'll be Dior? It won't be Hugo Boss. It won't be Burberry. It won't be Lacoste, right? It won't be Gucci. It's always left to, you know, Hermes, Chanel, Dior. It's not going to be Versace. Paddock was an instant love for me. I'm going to need a bottle. Paddock is top hoof. I don't remember hoof. I don't remember getting hoof in Paddock. I remember oatmeal. Did I get hoof? I'll have to spray it again. I got a couple more sprays. Peter, what's happening? Centauri Perfumes in the house. Good to see Peter. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Milosh and Eli Saab. Do you guys not get hoof in Mitsuko? I stopped complimenting men because of Sauvage. It happened too often, and one in particular was so smug, so I followed that you smell good with you, but your personality is shit. Oh my God, can you imagine the backhanded compliment? Did you really say that? So I followed up that you smell good, but your personality is shit. That's perfect. Oh goodness. There you go. That's hilarious. I had Eli Saab number 3 ombre created by Kurugyan, and it was tons of benzoin. Don't let this stream distract you from the fact that Paddock is the greatest thing humans have made. Keep driving that price up, Pradeep. Keep driving that price up. Spice Bomb brings Christmas into the room. Yes. Hoof over Chypre. Yeah? Are you guys getting tired of Chypres? I don't know. They both are good. How about a hoofy Chypre? Horses are the only hooves. How about goat hooves? How about ox hooves? The knight has ox hooves. RFR has done things for Genu, Monsters, Jean Varveto's another niche brand. I just dig his style. Cool. I'll have to check it out. Hoofre, a new genre of parfum. You know what? They're becoming more and more, aren't they? I like the hoof, man. I'm a big fan of the hoof. I'm an OG hoof lover. Name of the fragrance, Hoof Hoof. No kidding, at least 10 horse perfumes this year. Holy baby Jesus, wow. Is it Year of the Horse? Chinese Zodiac. A full size of basic women's Chanel is less than a full size of Burberry's most popular women's fragrances. At retail, Burberry is getting big for their britches. Wow, Burberry charging more than Chanel? That's crazy. That is crazy. I don't think Burberry makes their own perfumes. They don't have an in-house perfumer, do they? Dushan, avoid chipping your tooth whilst huffing a hoof. You know what I get in my TikTok feed a lot is hoof cleaning. Guys will find farmers or whatever, cowboys, they clean their horses' hoofs. Why is that like in my algorithm? It's like they'll have an infection and they'll start scraping it out, and they just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper until all the pus comes out. And sometimes you get stones in these hooves and infection and bacteria, and you just see the farmers cleaning them out. And I guess the hoof is made from a really interesting material, almost like our nails. He slices into it really easily, almost like butter, right? But it's weird. TikTok is like spamming me with these hoof videos. Mitsuko reminds me of a song that I forgot. Where does Mitsuko take you? Mitsuko takes me to so many places that I've been to before, but I've never been to before. But they're very familiar. Paddock has got himself in the Rive Gauche lather. I gotta sniff it now. Yes, I did, and everybody clapped. That's hilarious. Eugene, good message for you. I've been at the Get Alone boutique and tried Samsara EDT, L'Heure Bleue EDT, Vol de Nuit, and Jardin de Bagatelle, and all of them were smelling so calming and timeless. That's great news, Milos. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. I got some kind of syrupy from Paddock. Syrupy. Hoof in the gym. I get maple syrup from Paddock, says Pearly. So you're the second one. Hoofy Shipra. Paddock has honey. I remember oatmeal. I'm gonna have to smell it again. It's mentioned in the Poopa paper. I love Shipra more than anything hoof anyways. You can love both. I mean, our hearts are big enough where we can just like love everything. Eh? We don't have to choose when it comes to perfume. Rest in peace, Quincy Jones. Rest in peace, Big Ribs. Only hoof I know is David Hasselhoff. Immortel? Hoof from the roof. What kind of fragrance would David Hasselhoff wear? How about Platinum Egoïste? He's a hairy guy. So, hairy. Santos. Antaeus. I get those videos too of farriers, probably because Rich is watching them. Davidoff for Hasselhoff. Dushan comes through. What's up, Christy? Good to see you. Hi, Christy. Hope you are doing well. Let us know if you worked out, Christy. But it's time to go. It's time to get on that Stairmaster. I'm gonna hit 1 hour. And we're gonna get our cheap dopamine filled. But it won't be cheap. It'll come with great effort and it'll be much more rewarding. Stay away from cheap dopamine. Rich loves a cloven foot. I washed David Hasselhoff's hair once. No way. How did this happen? What kind of fragrance did he wear, Christy? What can you tell us about David Hasselhoff? I don't know. What's the obsession with David Hasselhoff today? The Hoff. I used to watch him in Knight Rider. And was he in Airwolf? I think I watched him in Airwolf. He would wear something from Germany where he's most famous. Mitsuko takes me to a cottage at night to a river in the middle of a prairie full of flowers. I get a lot of earthy soil and dirt in Mitsuko. And old wood. Like ancient old incensey, smoky wood. Does his hair move in slow motion like Baywatch? Yes, workout done. Weights today. Awesome. Same here. And I can't wait. I'm gonna fill up on that hemoglobin. Is adding 10 fragrances to my cart cheap dopamine? It's easy dopamine. No, adding them is easy dopamine. Buying them. Ooh. That's where the dopamine is. That's where the dopamine fills up. Platinum RIM. You should see me running. Platinum. What? You like any Montals, Eugene? I don't own. I had Intense Cafe and one of the ouds, black oud, leather oud. I can't remember what it was. I sold them both. Honestly, I couldn't tolerate them. They're too much for me. Too big, too synthetic. Their personalities were larger than my life, you know what I mean? It's like I couldn't deal with, it's just too much egos. Montal and me is way too much ego, you know, it's just like, it just doesn't work. You know, there's only room for one of us, and it's not Montal, right? So they had to go. Hazelnuts rule. Baywatch was Hasselhoff's best work. Yeah, oh, Baywatch. Yeah, Baywatch, of course. How did I forget Baywatch? With Pamela Anderson. Have you guys seen Pamela Anderson lately? She's going makeup free, eh? She said no more makeup. Vintage Pamela Anderson. Anyone see that? I was in cosmetology school and he was filming down the street. Santal Hasselhoff Massoïa. Fair enough on the Montal. No, but if you enjoy them, that's great, man. When I run, it's like a Jello commercial. Hey, you got to start somewhere, you know, but the more you run, the less Jello it'll be. And it'll start to be a you commercial. The commercial will start becoming about you and less about the Jello. So with consistency, you know, things are always changing, but you got to put in the effort to make those changes. And the changes are waiting for you. Nice guy, really. Tall with piercing eyes. I about sprayed him in the face looking at those eyes. Wow, interesting. Was it a magical moment? Like locking eyes with David Hasselhoff? Was he cool? Really tall with piercing eyes. I guess, yeah, I guess he was sort of a heartthrob in his day. I mean, he had some really big television shows. Jonathan, have a great day. We will see you tomorrow. Pamela, all natural except for giant airbags. I'm sure she's had procedures. By natural, I mean just like no makeup, and I think she's letting her grays go as well, but she looks great. She needed to take all those silicone out because of her back pain. Serves her right. I don't know. Did she remove the silicone? I didn't know that. I did not know that. But I remember watching their video, her and Tommy Lee. Oh my God. Did you guys see the Tommy Lee video on the boat? Unbelievable when he pulled out that boa constrictor. Man, oh man. Christy squirting at celebs. What's everybody's plan for today? Oh, you mean that old video VHS from the 90s? Tommy Lee was in real life, pretty fine guy saying hello. No, it was on the boat. You got on the yacht. I pulled the hoof trigger about 2 weeks ago. Blue sapphire, tobacco sapphire, Nemmer, the moon, jubilation, royal tobacco, silver, oud tobacco, oud, and baby. Whoa, what do you mean? You bought all of these 2 weeks ago? Here's a nice dopamine hit. There's a lot of good perfumes there. I see Baby Cat is back on the market. Who loves Baby Cat? Do I need to revisit Baby Cat? I plan to drink a cup of green tea. Just water today for me. I've been fasting. Fasting is great. It's been great for me. Designing Les Abs swim goggles for celebrities. Why do they need swim goggles? Caron pour un parfum. Yes, revisit Baby Cat. It's been away for a long time. Baby Cat is too little, too late for YSL. But you know, there's still a market for them. There's still people out there that enjoy the YSLs. Like, I don't even know. I don't know many of them. I can't remember the names. I don't own any myself. I had one and I swapped it. I had the leather. And I wasn't a big fan of it. And then I ended up trading it for... with a dude. A dude had a bottle of Lipstick Rose. And he's like, this is way too femme for me. I was like, give me that. And you can take this, you alpha male masculine. Take this queer perfume from YSL and give me that Lipstick Rose. It's spicy, reminds me of opium. I'm going to the coast for rest and relaxation. Soak in sauna. Tuesday is my Monday. Sweet, enjoy. I'm going to a ghost town nearby. There's tours. You gonna go look at ghosts? I'm gonna go chase the ghost. Go chase the ghost. Wait for it to find me. Dushko, keep that left up. Bobby getting you advice. Bobby's in your corner here. Bobby's your corner man. Keep that chin up. Say hi to the ghosts for us. What would you like for the ghosts to know? Tell the ghosts that they are loved and we appreciate them. Thank them for everything that they do. And, you know, everything's great here. We're having a good time. And we'll see them soon. Okay, so I just got Baby Cat 2, and honestly, I kind of didn't enjoy it as much as when I got the sample decant a year ago. Huge. Where will you get Paddock? It's not available. I mean, if it shows up, I would grab it, but I mean, as far as searching for it, I mean, it's gone, it's gone. It was very limited release, so. I mean, there's still a couple of things that I want. Zuzu is what I want. I got Zuzu on my mind. I got Zuzu on my mind. I got Zuzu on my mind. Paddock is all yours. I've got Zuzu on my mind. When Eugene said to exercise, Dahlia exercised the demons. These are cowboy ghosts. Say something cooler. Oh, cowboy ghosts. Stick them up. I don't know. It's too similar to Matier Premier and Saint Suave. New Celine is only next summer. It looks like a boring citrus cologne. There's a new Celine next summer by the new creative director. What have they said what they're going to do with the original Celines from Hetty? You think they'll discontinue them? All right, we're at 2:30. I'm going to be late for work. If I go in here for an hour now, it'll be 3:30. Oh, I'm going to be late again. Starting the week off late. And funny how the price of Guerlain's art materials raised from 250 euros on 350. What? They raised the prices again? Zuzu, I'll have to go spray it again and see if I'm more impressed. It's, you know what, it's another vanilla, a really nicely done vanilla. I definitely don't need it considering all the vanilla Zuzu has, but it's so nice. And I like Celine's style. Gotta get samples of Zuzu and Le Penu. And it's also by Hedi Honnête Francais. I haven't tried the colognes yet. I know Celine has 2 colognes. I still haven't tried them. Don't forget the flask of bourbon to appease the spirits. You think they're upset? Maybe they just want to be left alone. Who knows? I'm not much of a ghost hunter. But send our best anyway. The ghosts are lost, but found at the same time. I haven't tried Rubini. My comments was blocked. There's a bottle of Paddock on the bay. Did somebody block your comment? I didn't notice that. There's a bottle of Paddock on the bay. Yeah, somebody sent me a link to a bottle of Paddock for sale somewhere. So if somebody's interested, there is a bottle of Paddock on the bay. Keep driving those prices up, guys. Tell everybody how great it is. To use dark fragrances in this season, something like Encre Noir. Well, I mean, you pretty much see what I've been wearing the last couple weeks, like with the prime times, right? Like going into the gym, I think the darkest thing that I've worn was M7. I find that super dark, almost like Monsieur. Very heavy. And they're not really appropriate for this kind of thing. I think they're too heavy and smoky and incensey. No poo-poo paper included. What's too much for Paddock? $4.25? What was the retail? It's kind of a nice day. Very gray, but it's chill. Super chill. I like this weather. It's like a little bit more chill than warm. You know, it's very comfortable weather. It feels good on the skin. Probably saying Paddock, best of 2024, would pay $1,000. Somebody go put your bottle up for sale. Chuck says, I think $250. It's 100 ml. It's almost current retail pricing for Chanel. $250 was retail? Dude, whatever it's worth to you, man. What would Sylvester Stallone wear? Gray flannel? I don't know. What would Rocky wear? He liked Italian colognes in Rocky. I can see him in something old. I'm not paying Roud price for Paddock. No way. What's a Roud price? Chuck is cheap as fuck. Chuck is not cheap, actually. Chuck sent me a nice package and paid for the postage and the duties. Secretions magnifique for Stallone. Does anybody wear that? Like intentionally? Ajmal doing the influencer thing now. How about that? What are they doing yet not dead? I've not noticed like a whole lot. He's half Italian, I think, or his elders are from Italy. Who's Stallone? I imagine. I mean, it's in the name, it's in the voice, it's in the attitude. Paddock will be $1,000 in a year, guaranteed. That's crazy. Really? Parfum d'Empire Road price. I mean, how much is Road? I got a decent collection, nerds. I heard they may mass produce Paddock. It's very possible. Don't be surprised. But it's possible that if you miss out on this, it'll never come back just as well. Like anything's possible. I wonder if they use Paddock like as a test market for something. Maybe they're trying something the same way Get Alone did with Mon Exclusive before. They used Mon Exclusive to test the market for Mon Get Alone. And they only did it in Get Alone boutiques, and they got feedback from their customers. It's a possibility, you never know. Doing videos with Demi and Curly, it looks like. Yeah, Chucky, put your money where your mouth is. They will call it a limited edition bottle. Blood Harmony is never coming back either. It's come back, it's came back a second time. Route is like 600 euros for 100 mil. Holy, what is in it? Why so much? Like, that's not the price point of Parfum d'Empire, is it? It seems like a little extravagant. Y'all are funny. Hermes limited editions from 2006 are floating here and no one's buying them for $200. Yeah, it's just, so it's hype. It's something new. New shit always gets hyped. But it has a lot of oud. Okay, well. Dahlia says, I would give an ovary to smell Mon Exclusive, so I don't judge these Paddock freaks. Okay, so you know what Mon Get Alone smells like, right? Mon Exclusive is super, super, super similar, just better. You know, it's a better version of Mon Get Alone. At least for me. To me, it's like, I don't know. It's not like it's 1,000 times better, right? It's like 18% better, you know, just it's a fraction better. It's maybe a little bit more thicker, you know, the tonka bean resin is a little bit more apparent. It's a little bit more smokier. Iris Tarefi is never coming back. Hello, wish you the great day in perfect mood. Scent of the day, Coco Chanel. Your last stream inspired me. I enjoyed it the whole day. Hello, Jana. Good to see you. Thank you for the wishes. We hope you a perfect day as well. We love perfect days. Yeah, but they were... Do you like Gallo? I like Gallo. It's been a long time since I've worn it, but I think it's an excellent perfume. Tonka Imperial is gone forever. So sad, eh? So unfortunate. And I always say, try Dom Paris. They're not the same, but it might fulfill your Tonka Imperial need. I've been at a niche shop trying creeds like Jit, Aventus, Royal Water. Aventus is so generic, so boring smell. Same with Tiziana, Terenzi, all those. Yeah, someone want to buy 30 ml of Paddock from me and I'll... Yeah, love Gallo. It's probably best. Aaron says, Pearly Bellam is better than Tonka Imperial. Oof. Some big words. It just, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Just continue perfumery altogether. I know, what are you going to do? It's tough to make a good perfume, man. It's tough. I mean, to make something purposefully and intentional. I'm glad I have 2 samples of Iris Terefi, but I gave it to my girl. Nothing I couldn't live without. A very type of deodorant. Oh, I'm going to put on some cocoa too. You look like my wife. What the fuck? What, does your wife have like a mustache and an Adam's apple and what's going on? Azato put home rules. Bees. I keep telling my wife your advice on frying pans, oils, eggs. She says I should go and live with that Eugene. Hey man, try it. I love my eggs, dude. I honestly, I enjoy cooking. Not something I did before, but now I get home from work, like right after workout. It's like that's when I plan my meals to get like the optimum out of my food, you know? And I've just really enjoyed cooking. And I never really fucked with steel pans before. I just wanted eggs. I didn't care how, but yeah, try the steel pan. I mean, you can get them for pretty cheap. I got that for like 20 bucks, but I love the hell out of it. I love discovering it and learning it. And, I mean, there's a learning curve to steel pans. They don't cook the same as Teflon, as those coated non-stick fuckers. But those things release a lot of gases, you know? I don't know if they might be poisonous to us. Can you make a pan at work? I could, but it would be really, really expensive just because of the hourly rate, you know what I mean? To make a one-off would cost crazy money. But once you have an assembly line and a production, it just cheapens everything. I was gonna buy Dom Paris, but then I smelled Queer Beluga. Amazing complexity in comparison. Is Queer Beluga still available? I mean, that might fill your Tonka Imperial void. Things are different now, Eugene. Wives can even have hooves. Yeah, they can even be battery operated too. Eggs are the core of breakfast. I don't eat breakfast, but eggs are the core of my diet, to be honest. I love eggs. I don't always love eating them. Sometimes they're hard to eat. When you eat too much, they can become hard. Like, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta force myself to eat them sometimes. Huff, a rough puff. Yeah, she literally has a mustache and a beard, kind of weird. It's all good, man. It's all good. I think I only like wearing wood spices and sheepras. I tried wearing ambers, but I can't. I enjoy ambers a lot. Wives can be a hologram. Wives can be great if you get a good wife, you know, get a good wife, one that loves her father and her father loves her. Chances are you'll be okay. Do you get bad arse? I don't get any of those problems. I mean, you shouldn't get those problems with eggs. I think our bodies are meant to digest them. Is your cholesterol high? I haven't been to a doctor in years. It's forever. I haven't gotten tested. I haven't had any blood work done. I get lots of heliotrope in Queer Beluga. Almost reminds me of Little Blue. Yeah, I've always thought that too. And the reason is Sylvain Delacour, right, the creative director, she directed Queer Beluga, and her favorite perfume was L'Heure Bleue. So I always thought that she was heavily inspired by L'Heure Bleue, because they're both leathery, yeah, and they both have that heliotrope and the vanilla, you know. So to me, it's a very modern, Guerlain-esque version of L'Heure Bleue almost. Eggs cooked on butter hit different. Anything cooked on butter is delicious. Anything cooked in butter is amazing. You go to a restaurant and I guarantee you everything is swimming in butter. Why do you think everything is so delicious in a restaurant? It's so much more flavorful and tasteful. It's all butter. Shout outs to dads. Shout outs to dads. If you have Angelique Noir, you ain't needing Beluga. Yeah, there's a bunch of those Guerlains that are similar in the vanillas. Our cells, brain, and testosterone is made from cholesterol. We need that stuff. Yeah, you know, a lot of, I don't know, I don't really believe a lot of medical stuff being released by doctors today. You know, there's a lot of false information out there, and you have to find the information yourself. You know, for a long time they're telling us to stay away from fats and butters and oils, when these things are good for us, you know. But when you consume them with the wrong foods, that's when they're bad. When you're consuming them with processed foods, that's when they're not good for us. If you don't like labdanum, I think ambers will never be your thing. Yeah, they go hand in hand. Big, smoky, incensey things. I love labdanum. I enjoy labdanum. But I'm lucky. I think it's a Canadian thing. Labdanum is a heavy note. And if I lived in Florida, I wouldn't want to wear labdanum. I wouldn't want to wear leathers. You know, I'd want to wear citruses. So it can be like a geographical thing as well. Labdanum is very leathery. It's dark and smoky. It's a heavy note. Keto is entirely based on fats and proteins. Yeah, I mean, there's so many diets. There's so many different diets. A lot of them work. It's just a lifestyle. It's consistency. It's sticking with it. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do this for 2 weeks and I'll be fine and I can go back to eating like shit. No, you eat like shit. You're going to feel like shit. You're going to look like shit. You literally are what you eat. You take on the frequency of the foods that you eat. When I'm eating low vibrational foods, I feel low vibrational. I feel like shit. I feel depressed. I feel anxious. I feel nervous. I feel detached. I feel stuck, you know, like nothing is moving. But now it's very different. It's like, I still enjoy, obviously, you know, those foods hit, those sugars hit, but I still enjoy that. I just try and stay away from it as much as I can. Consciously, I make it an effort to stay away from that because I don't want to feel like shit. It's like, it's easy enough to feel like shit on your own without anything, but these foods just make it worse. So whatever you can to get yourself going and feeling better. I mean, that's what we're here for. If you're here for longevity, it's just best to take care of yourself. I reduced my seed oil intake and I do feel better. I honestly, the thing I've cut out most is processed sugar, processed foods, like cold cuts and meats and stuff like that, which I grew up on. Croatian, for God's sakes, sausages, meats, all of that processed shit. You know, I cut all of it out. It's delicious, but it's not good for you. It's filled with so much crap. All those cold cuts and shit like that. okay, but it's a good time to go, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Maybe I'll drop a poll in the thing tonight. Fiber is what is bad for our gut. We cannot process it, so we get bloated and fart. No, the fiber today is not good because they've taken out all the good. It's just empty. There's no fiber in our foods anymore. They've removed all of the fiber. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm gonna head in, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.